The domination of Jerusalem by the Crusaders lasted for 88 years. They took the Holy City from the Muslims after a bloody siege in 1099 AD. Subsequent divisions and quarrels between Muslim rulers in the region allowed the Crusaders to keep the Kingdom of Jerusalem for most of the next century, until the appearance of Saladin, a leader able to unite the followers of Allah and able to reconquer the Holy City. Saladin, who was Kurdish and also known as Salah ad-Din, was a founder of the Ayyubid dynasty. At age 27, he and his uncle were sent to Egypt, where, as a governor of Alexandria, he was to defend the Fatimid dynasty. Upon his uncle's death, he became vizier, and when the last Fatimid ruler died, Saladin took power in Egypt. He generally focused on reconciliation between various groups of Muslims and avoided fighting with the Crusaders and their kingdom. That was because in 1077, his army was crushed at Montgisard by the forces of Baldwin, the leper king of Jerusalem. The subsequent truce between them lasted until Baldwin's death in 1885, after which the Franks wanted war. Saladin was now ready. At the Battle of Hattin, he completely destroyed the Crusader army and kidnapped King Guido. The survivors, Knights Templar and Knights from the Order of St. John, were beheaded. His armies then moved on Jerusalem, and at the age of 50, he took back the Holy City. He did not slaughter the city, but instead allowed the survivors to buy their freedom. Although it was a form of mercy, not everyone could afford the ransom. For Saladin, though, it was a great way to repair his financial situation. News of the fall of Jerusalem soon reached the furthest corners of Europe. As a response, there was a third crusade, this time led by Frederick Barbarossa, Holy Roman Emperor, Philip II, the King of France, and Richard the Lionheart, King of England. Barbarossa decided to fight on land, and he died in what is now Turkey. Philip decided to return to France soon after reaching the Middle East. Richard fought Saladin alone for the next 3 years. The King of England proved to be a solid warrior king. He managed to defeat the enemy a few times, and despite the cruelty he showed to Muslims, he had over 2,000 prisoners of war killed, Saladin respected him. One story tells of a battle in which Richard's horse was slain. The next day, Saladin sent him a new horse. When Richard was ill, Saladin sent him doctors and peaches. It all ended with a truce that allowed Christian pilgrims to visit the holy places. Saladin's empire broke up soon after his death, though, as his last wish was to